XCED says, dang, in 2002, WWE had the opportunity to have Kevin Nash versus Kane. Just for even the stare down would be worth it. Now, I know Kevin is taller, but out of Sid, Taker, and Kane, I think Kane would have matched up best with Nash, as he had a little bit of height on Sid and Taker.
Not really.
I don't know. How tall is Mark now?
Mark. I think they were all 6'8".
Legit. Okay, so and
Yeah.
now Sid, you were taller than Sid though too.
Yeah, I was telling all of them.
Yeah.
Of all the people that didn't have giantism, I was the tallest. If you
Take
had
giantism out of the equation,
yeah,
Kevin.
Kali, I wasn't taller than Kali. I
In
wasn't
the,
taller than,
in the
you
land of the
know,
one-eyed man.
yeah.
Robin ST, it may be nostalgic to a lot of us older fans, but pretty much no one who has worked in the WWF during the tenure of that blue cage had anything nice to say about it. Getting it built and taken down always looked like a logistical pain in the ass, too. I remember they'd run extra long video packages and cut to pre-taped backstage promos on those live shows while the crew was out there doing it. I think you said last week you hated the blue cage.
Well, I mean, when you look at it, just the sheer weight of that thing was like working on the Empire State Building.
Mm,
That thing was heavy as fuck.
yeah. Sometimes referred to as the Bundy cage, right? I don't know by
Yep.
the boys, but
No, we just called it the fucking blue cage.
the big blue
It
piece
was
of
just
shit.
it wasn't anything. It was just the cage. We had, you had a cage match. I went around the loop with Bret. We did probably 20 to 30 of those.
In the blue?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was never in a cage until I came back to Hell in a Cell. Was I in a cage that was fence at
Right.
WWE?
Hmm. Speaking of Brett, Cull 21 Cull 21 says, it's great that Nash has such respect for Bret and Sean. It must have been difficult for him at times. Both helped make him a main event player, but absolutely despised each other. Nash should have gotten them together and said, guys, it's a work. You two guys are the top talents of this era. Go make money together and have great 3,967 star matches. Would you have done that?
Oh God! You know what? Thanks. I never thought of that. Like to sit down and talk to either one of those guys, especially the guy that was in my car every day.
Well, no, I mean to be peacemaker. I know you talk to both
Which,
of them, but
but don't you have to have one of them that's willing to have
yes,
the dialogue? So if the guy that I'm driving with every day in my car is saying "fuck him," well, you know what? Maybe I'll get Brett aboard. Oh fuck, man! Come on. What world does this guy live in? The unicorn vagina land? Like fuck, man. It's a work.
well, but because I understand why he's asking, because you have that unique perspective where these guys took this shit so seriously, and you were like, you would have been the guy to be like,
Okay, so
smack him in the back of the head a little bit, like the Papa,
I
and
pretty
say,
much was the guy. Like Brett dropped the belt to the Backlund. I got the belt for a year. I dropped it to Brett to drop back to Sean. Like they still had to work against each other. Brett still dropped the belt to Sean.
mm,
I
right.
mean, that WrestleMania 12 was a great match.